What up, McManus MMA fam? Today we have an awesome tier list for you guys. I wanted to start off with something that I know quite a lot about, and that's the best bases in MMA. Not just UFC, but we're mainly focusing on UFC fighters and the absolute incredible bases that they have. So, starting out this list, let's start off hot. We got boxing. So, boxing, I got to when we look at boxers in the UFC, obviously we've got Taporia and Holloway here. There's boxing is one of the strongest, bases you can have in MMA. It is a great base. If you can beat the shit out of the guy enough standing, you don't have to go to the ground. I mean, Taporia proves that even though he's got an excellent wrestling and jiu-jitsu base, that he can bring it to the ground if he needs to. But some guys don't have any ground game at all, and they're ranked high ranked dudes. They may never be champions. Both these dudes were champions, but like you may not. I mean, Holloway is BMF, but they may never be. You know what I'm saying, man. You know what I'm saying. Forget this bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying. So for that, I'm gonna put it in A tier. I'm gonna put boxing in A tier. So moving on, we got Muay Thai. So we got Anderson Silva and Rafael Fiziev here. So my examples for Muay Thai. So Muay Thai, I think, is totally badass. But if we're looking at it like this is the only base you have, obviously another good example is Khalil Roundtree. Khalil is an awesome fighter too, but I think there are bases that are higher than that. This is a violent base. This is a violent base, more so than boxing and other ones that will come up later. But I got to put Muay Thai in B tier. There are ones that are better. There are ones that are better, but it's a solid base. B is good. B is good, bro. That's 80%. You're passing the class, bro. So moving on. Let's move to the next one. Closeted homo. Being a closeted homosexual, I think, is probably the best for MMA. It's the best base for MMA, period. Obviously, my examples here are John Jones and Arman Sarukian. Having all that built up rage going into the cage, bro, it's got to be insane. You've got to be so ready to kill somebody. I mean, John Jones proves it. That dude was. Dude, I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, he killed everybody. He killed everybody. And Arman Sarukian as well. I mean, this is the zestiest kick I've ever seen in my entire life. He's, I'm not gonna put it past him if he's a closeted homo. I'm just saying, I'm using him as an example. Being a closeted homosexual, I think, is the strongest base. Because you imagine going into the cage with so much built-up rage, and you get to hold another man, bro. All you have to do is take him to the ground, hip thrust a couple times, and then kill him because you're so angry that all you want to do is rub him. I mean, John proves that. Jones proves that. Oh, he gets so angry in the cage. That's why he was hurting all these wrestlers. Poor DC was getting killed by this guy because all John Jones wanted to do was rub him a little bit. So for that reason, I think closeted homosexual, you've got to be S tier. That's the strongest base in MMA. Maybe there's another S tier. We'll see. But I think being a closeted homosexual is probably the strongest base in MMA. So any closeted homosexuals, guys, I've got a sport for you. You're gonna love it. Moving on, we gotta go kickboxing. So I got Donald Cerrone and Israel Adesanya here. Kickboxing I think is awesome. I think kickboxing is badass. I like kickboxing. It's a mixture of boxing with this time you get to use your legs, which I think is awesome. But in the UFC and in MMA, we've had. I mean, Adesanya was an awesome champion. I know people don't like Adesanya. I'm a big Adesanya fan. Listen, Adesanya really got me into the sport. I won't dog on him too much. No pun intended. But listen, I think kickboxing is good, but I haven't seen too many dudes who are, predominantly kickboxers be able to beat everything that's dominant now, if that makes sense. Like I don't think it's a current domination tactic, but it's a good base. So that for that reason, I have to put a B tier as well. It's just as good as boxing, but or not boxing, Muay Thai. It's just as good as Muay Thai, but it's not as dominant as just some of these pure boxers are in being a closeted homo. So for that reason, I got to put a B tier. So moving on to the next one, being a woman. So being a woman, obviously we have Valentina Shevchenko here, and the corniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. So being a woman, I don't really have much to say about this because I'm not a woman, and I don't talk to women. So for that reason, I just have to put it in F tier. And yes, I'm using Reinhard the Ritter as my picture of a woman. He got emasculated so much this past weekend that he's practically a woman. So we're going to be using Reiner de Ritter as our measuring point for being a woman in MMA. So I got to give it F tier. I don't know anything about it. I don't care to know anything about it. And most WMA fights, as all fake people pretending to be hardcore say, is like, dude, it's so entertaining. You've got to watch WMMA. But everybody knows that's potty time, and that's when you play Clash Royale. So, moving on. Brazilian Jiu Jitsu or BJJ. Obviously, I had to put some pictures of Charles Oliveira because Charles Oliveira is awesome. I think BJJ is awesome. It is kind of it's kind of ground humping, but if you can mix it and use it efficiently, this is a really powerful tool. This is a really powerful tool. As long as you're not Nick Gilbert maxing and you're able to like make it interesting. I mean, with Charles, we watched in the Gamrot fight. One, it literally felt like a completely different game once he took Gamrot down. It was like, oh, this is it. So being a dominant jiu-jitsu champion and dominant jiu-jitsu fighter, I think it's a strong base. I think it's an awesome base. As many of you guys know, I'm very proficient in jiu-jitsu. I did one free class and absolutely dominated and was able to just they told me that I shouldn't come back because I was so good. So yeah, for that reason, unfortunately I have to put this in B tier as well. This is another one that's like it's good, but this is messed up to put like as much as I want to put it in A, like I can't even look at the image of Oliveira and Taporia next to each other. It just makes me angry. I don't like seeing that at all. So, and I don't want to put it in S because it's not in the same level as being a closeted homosexual. Not to say that Oliveira lost to Sarukian like dominantly. I think Oliveira may have possibly won that fight, but let's just put it at B. Let's keep it at B. Okay, moving on. Autism. So, the interesting thing about having autism, there's a couple of different versions of this. So, obviously, we've got Marab and we've got Yuri. Yuri's autism is like, I don't even know how to describe it. It is like a child. It really is like a child. Like hearing him, I think it was pre Jamal Hill, when they're like, "Did you hear that he says you're fake samurai?" He's like, "That's it. I'm going to hurt him now." And when he was fighting Khalil, he's getting tagged up and he's trying to make himself more angry so that he can win the fight. He's punched himself and he's going, "I've got to go. It is necessary. It is necessary that I have to get violent. I must do it. Let's go for that. Let's go for that." And Marab. I mean, what can we say about Marab that isn't already been said? This dude is an absolute animal. This dude is so I don't even. It's a form of it's a powerful form of autism that he's using, where he's able to just autistically forget how to like lose breath, and he just runs and dances around like a little gremlin, just 24/7. But so before we move to the actual where we're going to place autism, we actually have a different version of autism, and that's evil autism. So there is evil autism, which I had some tough time thinking about who I wanted to put there, but John Silva was obviously easy pick for that. But Hamza Shemaev, I also had to put there because with Shemaev, you could call it like I don't know inbreeding or whatever it is, but every interview with him, they're like, Hamza, what do you think? He's like, fuck you, brother. I kill you, brother. I go there. I kill you, brother. Fuck you, fuck you. So I have to just kind of loop that into some form of evil autism. But John Silva is an easy pick there. I mean, we saw what happens when evil autism goes against just I don't know, good-natured Diego Lopez. Evil autism does not always win. I know Hamzat is kind of like an exception to that rule because he just is also an animal. So, but Jean Silva's evil autism honestly does not. It's you get so in your own head and so angry that sometimes you can't win. You're so focused on being evil. So for that reason, moving here. So I'm gonna put just regular good autism in A. So Yuri and other guys like that. And I'm putting evil autism in C tier. Hamza Chimaev obviously an exception to that rule. There's an exception to every rule. But I have to put John Silva's evil autism in C tier. But main autism, let's go for that in A tier. Let's go for that. Too crazy guy from my village in C tier. In A tier. Sorry. Let's go for that. So moving on. Wrestling. So I put GSP and DC. GSP, dude, it was hard to place GSP because this dude is he's the GOAT. I think GSP's the GOAT. Draw and quarter me, bro. I don't care. Keel haul me. I don't care, bro. Cancel me. I don't care. Wrestling, honestly, I have to say that this is one of the most well-rounded bases. One of the most well-rounded bases for MMA you could possibly have. I mean, just the strategy. I mean, I've never wrestled a day in my life. The only wrestling I do is when my roommates are intoxicated and I'm feeling good. And we just watched a UFC event, and one of them be like, you know what, let's wrestle. And I'm completely sober. I'm like, yeah, let's do that. And you just throw them over your shoulder and just suplex them on the ground. I don't even know if that's wrestling. Dude, listen, I don't know about much, but I know that wrestling is a excellent base for MMA. It goes far. Most of these dudes who are really good wrestlers go far. So let's take a peek at where I'm gonna put it, guys. I'm putting A tier. I know I'm using Marab as my marker here because he's also just a lunatic wrestler. I'm using Marab as my marker. I know that this is kind of confusing. I got two autistic guys next to each other. Um, but I'm putting wrestling in A tier. It's just such a well-rounded base. It's so great for MMA. It's dominant in the cage. What can I say? Moving on. Bullshit. So bullshit. Um, it's so hit or miss. So my two examples is DDP and Johnny Walker. So Johnny Walker's bullshit goes far when the plot says so, and so does DDP's. DDP's bullshit, headbutt to the Sean Strickland's waist and whatever that takedown was on Adesanya, and Johnny Walker's just random bullshit. Doing a Chimaev takedown against Zhang. It's bullshit. It's just there's no other way to describe it. It's bullshit. Bullshit. Number one bullshit. And yeah, I mean it's so hit or miss. This is such a hit or miss base for MMA. So that's why, unfortunately, I'm gonna put this in our first D tier. Cause when the plot dictates that you must lose, you lose. But Johnny Walker's bullshit only took him so far. You know, getting knocked out like a cartoon character multiple times. So I have to put a D tier. I mean, Evil Autism got further than Johnny Walker's bullshit. I know, and Chimaev went further than DDP, so that's why I've got to put it there. Moving on to training with Craig Jones. So training with Craig Jones as your base. I know Taporia, but we're focused on Volk here. So to me, this has potential to be the greatest base for MMA. If you're just training with Craig Jones, we will see in November with JDM. When JDM smashes Islam Makhachev, this will be, I think, up there with the greatest. But training with Craig Jones now, I'm putting it in A tier. When JDM smashes Islam in November, it goes up to S tier. So just know that it's going to go up to S tier when JDM smashes Islam in November. For now, Volk, he's the GOAT of his division. He's the GOAT. I'm sorry, Volk is the greatest of the division. Say what you will. I think he's got a couple fights left in him, but I think that Volk is that he's GOATed, and so is JDM. JDM absolutely put on an absolute incredible performance against I forgot it, Bilal. And so yeah, I mean, it's training with Craig Jones. It's just so powerful. It's so powerful. This dude, I don't know what it is, but he's so powerful. So train with Craig Jones if you want to be really good. So moving on, being a cuck. So speaking of Craig Jones, we've got Gordon Ryan here, and then we've got my wife's lawyers will be in contact. I might have to take this photo off because he might actually get. Ian Gary watches my videos. Ian Gary does watch my videos, so he's gonna be angry. As JDM said, we don't even know if that's his son. Being a cuck, listen. Let's just show where it is. Being a cuck, that's pretty much being a woman. You're being emasculated if you're letting another person sleep with your wife. That's gay. That's gay. That's emasculating. That's gay. So that's an easy F tier. Being a cuck. Gordon Ryan, even though he's not a mixed martial artist, it's just a good example. Gordon Ryan being a cuck, and Ian Gary also being a cuck. So it's an easy F tier with Reiner de Riddler and Ian Gary being women, pretty much being women, emasculated women. So moving on, being fucking dope. Being fucking dope is awesome. Obviously, my two examples is Money Moicano and Joshua Van. Dude, say what you will about Money Moicano. This dude is fucking dope, dude. This dude's dope. Stepped in on such short notice to fight Islam. Yeah, he knew he was going to get killed. That's dope, dude. That's badass. If you just step in to fight Islam, yeah, dude, that's badass. That's badass. And Joshua Van, do I even need to say anything? Joshua Van is fucking dope, dude. That's the future champion right there. Pantoja's getting smashed by Van, bro. Joshua Van will beat Pantoja. We will all be watching this. Pantoja's going to get smashed by Joshua Van because Joshua Van is fucking dope, dude. fighting Brandon Royval on like 3 weeks' notice after he'd fought 3 weeks ago and beating the brakes off of him, the number one contender. Are we serious? That's fucking dope, dude. That's fucking dope. That's why I have to easily say, being fucking dope, that's S tier. Being fucking dope is S tier. Being fucking dope is S tier. I mean, it's completely different than being a closeted homosexual, but it's being fucking dope is awesome, dude. You can think of some of your. I mean, there's so many guys you could say that are fucking dope. I know that's very subjective, but my two examples I think are prime examples of that. Joshua Van, he's going to be one of the youngest champions. He's going to be tied for John Jones being one of the youngest champions. I know Moicano's, not like the greatest fighter in the world, but he's fucking dope, and he's got an awesome podcast. And he goes, bad people, easy money. Dan Hooker, easy money. Charles Oliveira, not so easy money. That's dope, bro. He's dope. So for that reason, I gotta put it S tier. It's an easy S tier. Easy S tier for being fucking dope. Moving on. This is my last one. Being Shamil Gaziev. Being Shamil Gaziev, the Blob. Dude, do you guys know how awesome Shamil Gaziev is? Voices in the air. Yeah, he's fighting soon, and it's gonna be awesome, bro. This one, easy S tier. Being Shamil Gaziev, easy S tier. So, unfortunately, that is my last one for the day. That's the list I've come up with today. What do you guys think of my tier list of best bases for MMA? This might be a part one. If I think of some more really good ones and really clever things to say, then I'll maybe make a part two to this. But for right now, this is my list. So let's go from the top. We have being a closeted homosexual, being fucking dope, being Shamil Gaziev, and then A tier we have boxing, good autism, wrestling, training with Craig Jones. Moving to B tier, we have Muay Thai, kickboxing, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. C tier, we have evil autism. D tier, we have bullshit. And F tier, we have being a woman and being a cuck. So, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below on my tier list. If you guys have any other fighters that you think that would be here or any other bases in MMA that you'd like to see in this list, maybe on this exact list or one in the future, let me know in the comments below. So like the video, subscribe, McManus MMA fan. We are growing at a rapid rate. Everybody in my class today, in my audio class, was gassing me up saying, wow, your new YouTube channel is super powerful. It's a powerful YouTube channel. We love watching it. So, guys, that's going to be it for me today. Look forward to my video tomorrow or Friday morning. I don't know when I'll post it, so just keep an eye out for that on my predictions for 321. And then Saturday, following the card, I will post my full card breakdown and thoughts on 321 in its entirety. So, all right, y'all. Peace.